actually blessed by God? Easy. The rich, right? Those with power and might. Those who fight their opposition and win. After all, position and rank mark a man blessed by God. Blessed are the strong, those who are never wrong, those whose song is confidence, independence, a life of abundance. That just makes good sense. Losers have lost, winners have won. End of story, done. Meekness is weakness, and I thought size wins the prize. But as it turns out, it's all just lies. Loss in disguise, because right before my very eyes stands a cross I can deny no longer. I met Jesus, and he turned my world upside down. At the bottom, he said, that's the key. That's where you've got to be. That's where people find me. And then, they're free. To those aching for salvation, desperate for whole life rehabilitation, in utter soul prostration, he said, believe it or not, you are in an ideal situation. You're blessed. Blessed are you when you're lacking and you know it. You give me your cup, I will overflow it. Blessed are you when you're tired, uninspired, empty, and void. When that idolatrous ego of yours is all but destroyed and there's no one left but me to impress. That's when I do my best work. You're blessed. When you're on that painful end of injustice. When doing the right thing gets you punished by the people and crucified by the crowds. He said, blessed are you when you suffer and die. And I didn't really believe him either, until he put his body where his mouth was. From the highest of the high, he descended to the bottom rung. Among those of loss and sorrow, that's where he hung. As the boss of the whole thing, he descended to the cross. Surrounded by rejection resounding, suffering abounding. With thorns he was crowned. He should have hated them, but it was the other way around. Profound. So now I say with my whole heart, you stand tall when you feel small, because the only way to keep anything is by losing it all. To the one who can't land a job, last chosen for the team, always to seem misfit, out of place, alien, odd. Good news, you resemble God living in this world. To the one wet with tears, mourning deep loss where grief and loneliness remain. I've got good news. God has stepped into your pain. To the down and outer with doubt, holding on to that thin thread of hope that this gospel story is true, I've got good news. God is the one hanging on to you. To the one who's been bullied, who's seen that blunt end of brute strength, thinking a power play is the only thing that will ever save the day, I've got fantastic news. God is on his way. So come what may, sit tight, hold on. There is coming a day when tables will be turned. That great reversal, when this earth will be turned right side up, forever, never ending. When the final are made first and the first are made final. When rights are brought to light and wrongs brought to ruin. When those who stood tall on the heads and shoulders of the weak tumble once and for all, and the humble are held high. Their tears completely dry, and on eagle's wings, they finally fly.